slowly falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイ証拠にもなくファイナカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも笑ってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Give me the point throw in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I got ghosts, keep myself safe for back foot I got ghosts, keep myself see a suspect Turn away from me, shut my shadow Smoke, let us set my tongue on this fix I could Nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. We're going to be reacting to My Opinions 333's video about Cyraxx, who happens to apologize to his long distance ex-girlfriend from Australia. And this is like after he called her a whore, slut, insult her after finding out she has OnlyFans. But little does Cyraxx know that she's already in a relationship and that he's clearly being used and just too delusional not to see what's in front of him, and doesn't even think about how he would get the chance to her or whether she likes him or not. But either besides me just talking, guys, we're gonna get insight as to what's going on. This is gonna be a first, since not only you're gonna be hearing the audio what goes on in the video, but you can have a chance to laugh as well. So let us continue.
Now Cyraxx went from this. He made a video yesterday saying this, apologizing to her. So listen to him what he says.
Hey Taylor, she's
Scabs.
I'm sure that you're watching this video right now. I want you to know that I'm sorry about everything I've said.
Oh, he said he's sorry. Look at him.
I am truly sorry.
He hasn't got those scabs in yet.
He like he ain't had sleep or nothing. Like he lost a lot of sleep.
Yeah, I know that I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Jeez, the teeth too.
Especially after how I treated
His teeth
you.
look
I'm
like
sorry for that.
EP, so.
It's too late now.
Does anybody have a hard time watching?
But I'm here begging you.
I don't mean the quality, I mean his head.
I'm here begging you to forgive me. Because I love you, Taylor.
Where are the tears?
I really do. And I understand that I messed up. I really got. And like I told you, I'm going to do everything I can to show you that I want to be better and that I want to do better.
Lifestyle bullshit.
Look at him, man. He can't even look at the camera. If you're sorry, bro, if you are very, 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 very sorry for what you said to her, you will look directly at that camera. And why in the world is you making a video apologizing to her, man? Why? Why'd you?
Yeah, that's one thing I do want to say. If you felt someone did you wrong and you insult them, why even decide to apologize? If I knew somebody did me wrong and it's proven fact, and I know I'm innocent, oh yeah, I'm not gonna take back what I said. So it basically lets you know like just how desperate Cyraxx is just to be with her, in an attempt to actually sleep with her. Though that's not how my mind works. Like, how it works is that if I know someone's trying to do me wrong, and I know for a fact I have no chance with that person ever trying to get that person to redeem themselves, or to ever like take back everything they said about me or did, I have to see for myself. I need to see proof. I need to see that that person's willing to improve themselves. But the moment they don't show it, you guys, is when at that point is when you immediately cut ties and do not even try to give them any sort of approval whatsoever or appreciation, or try to ever provide or even try to even like connect with that person. And when I mean connect, don't even think of trying to simp or do them favors, because in return they owe you. So for how they mistreat you and try to put your life at risk. And that's how I look at you guys. Regardless how attractive that female may be, there are times you gotta think to yourself, is like, if she's trying to endanger your life, that's when like it's off. That's when the conversation, the feelings you had for each other, whether you believe it was gonna lead to somewhere, you're gonna have to call it off.
You making a video apologizing to her when you could have just hit her up on an app and talk to her privately, bro. So this is the problem with people like you, Cyraxx, always letting people all up in y'all's business. Why would you make a video about this?
And that's one thing I did want to mention, is that Cyraxx was dumb enough, like EDP, to give out his personal information. And what I mean by that, whether obviously most likely you never give out your obviously your address, phone number, but he literally has nobody but to blame but himself. And people who get really cocky on the internet, who get very carried away, don't seem to realize, like, the moment you post up your personal information, like, you don't have to tell, you can show your face, but the moment your name gets out there and it's your legal name, that's when people have ways of tracing where you live, who your contacts are, and it makes it sound hard to believe. And then the only way you find out, unless you actually follow through with it. But best to believe, you guys don't even take that risk.
Bro, apologizing when you should have gotten in contact with her. If she would have picked up, I'm pretty sure you probably tried to call her. But bro, you already sat there saying she ain't shit because she's an OnlyFans model, saying that you feel sorry for her kids, saying that her kids is gonna get bullied and everything like that because she's an OnlyFans model. Cause you said in that video, the last video, you said that you felt like that she was setting you up because she said let's make love or something like that. But first of all, why are you even trusting the OnlyFans model anyway? I mean,
so that's the point I'm trying to make, you guys. You never trust an OnlyFans model. The moment she decides to expose her body, like through her social media account, Flash, or whatever, that means there are other guys after too. Don't think you're the only one that she wants. Like, that's not her. I never understood the mentality of a lot of these men out there that believe, oh, if she shows off her body and she has OnlyFans, she's most likely doing it for me. But they don't think about the guys that are out there that are supporting her. I'm pretty sure she already has a boyfriend. But also, you have to think about the people surrounding her too. They're after the same thing, you guys. Does it not make you like clear that like there are other guys that are after her too? But does not mean she needs you to have them like back off. That she's only there for how many people out there can support her. And I don't mean look after her, I'm talking about how much money they can send her. So never, I even said in my videos, I would never trust an OnlyFans model. Not even be willing to be in a relationship. Had I found out, I would immediately dump that person on spot. But for some people, I just don't seem to understand. Like if they think that it'll work out for them, but it would never. Because you need to know the girl yourself, if you can trust her or not. The moment she decides to have OnlyFans is when you need to like cut her off from there.
Why are you trusting the OnlyFans woman anyway? Them OnlyFans women ain't shit, bro. They're not shit, bro. All they do is just play games. They're internet prostitutes. They look for suckers like you. So how can you sit there and say, I mean, you're apologizing to her, but how can you be faithful to an OnlyFans woman? How? I mean, first of all, she's not faithful. If she was faithful, she wouldn't be on OnlyFans. Because like I was saying, I would never even try to build a relationship with an OnlyFans woman. That's just like trying to build a relationship up with a prostitute. You know, once a prostitute, always a prostitute, and that's what she is. She's an OnlyFans prostitute. So I don't know what in the world made you want to get in or even want to build a relationship with an OnlyFans like her anyway, Cyraxx. You should have thought about that before you even show her that you love her and everything like that. Because I would never fall for an OnlyFans woman, never in my life. Especially if I know that she's into OnlyFans and she like to share her content, naked pictures. Why would I be stupid enough to want to build up a relationship with an OnlyFans woman, knowing that she puts out content of naked pictures of herself or spreading her legs out, sharing her naked picture? Why would I want to build a relationship with someone like that when they're not going to willingly change? Those kind of people don't change. I don't want to be with a woman that's dealing with OnlyFans because I don't want to be dating her in real life and then some guys look at her saying like, hey, you that woman from OnlyFans. Hey, I like your picture that you showed me and everything like that. I'm like, come on, man.
That's what I said earlier, guys. Exactly. Like, I just don't get how these guys don't even think about the people that are surrounding her. It's just crazy. Seriously, you would think people have more common sense, but clearly, Cyraxx is one of those people. But to be honest, you guys, it looks like almost, I wouldn't say the majority, but just too many people out there just don't have common sense. But again, Cyraxx is no exception. He's still someone who has again, he has a low IQ compared to a lot of those people who don't have common sense. But either way, let's continue.
You don't want to hear that shit. Especially if you're taking your woman out on a date and you got some random person coming up to her saying, hey, I'm a big fan of your OnlyFans page. I mean, come on now. You know how that make a grown ass man look? And she's sitting there smirking. Like, thank you. Like, come on, you really want a woman like that, man? I know I wouldn't want no woman like that. So you got nobody but to blame but yourself, Cyraxx. Nobody but to blame yourself. I would never in my life, if I was even associated with a woman that was OnlyFans, I mean, there's no way I could take that with her with that level. There's just no way. Especially if she's making good money off of there. I mean, I don't know how much is your so-called long distance girlfriend, Cyraxx. I don't know how much money she's making.
Honestly, my opinions, I truly don't think it's his girlfriend. If anything, it's most likely his fake girlfriend. I wouldn't really consider his actual girlfriend at this point, looking at it, because they really haven't really gotten to like contact physically, haven't even like physically touched each other, kissed, made out with each other. I would just keep it as fake girlfriend, honestly. That would be the best way to describe the girl from Australia who's claiming trying to hook up with Cyraxx, but really is just making a fool out of himself. But again, let us continue.
But if she's making pretty decent amount of money, there's no way she's gonna shut down her OnlyFans for you. She's an internet prostitute, bro. What more do you expect from a woman like that? She's an internet prostitute. You know? You trying to turn a prostitute into a housewife, bro. You can't do that, man. I mean, you can, but
and I'm 100% with my opinions 333 there. You cannot change adults for the lifestyle that they choose. If they choose to be a prostitute, they're doing it on their own terms to make money. And if OnlyFans models know that they're making tons of money and their boyfriend or husband tries to like peer pressure them or demand them to delete it, there's no way they're gonna take no for an answer. They're gonna continue having their content and do whatever they can to make money, because that's more important to them. And doesn't matter whether they don't care how it affects their families, their kids, whatever they're making, they're going to continue and proceed as much as they can to make as much profit to the point where they feel like it serves a purpose in their life, and that they like the family at times like isn't always going to be reliable. So OnlyFans is doing more for them rather than the people in their circle. And I mean in the circle, I'm talking about in the household. But overall, I feel like I'm saying too much. You guys want to watch the video, so we're going to proceed.
You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And look, he's even got holes in his walls. Look at that.
Uh-huh.
He's even punched holes in his walls in his room and shit. And Cyraxx, you even made a video 3 or 4 days ago saying that you was gonna change your ways and for the.
And that's what I said. Like, people these days talk, and it's just like in my previous videos. People talk about they're gonna change their ways, but they go back contradicting themselves. Cause you know why? They feel just because you say you're gonna change your ways and someone gives you a chance or a second chance, they believe that you're somehow buying into their bullshit, and then they can continue doing what they're doing behind the scenes, and that you're not going to find out. This is why I said I actually really don't believe in giving people second chance, because nowadays they'll try to like turn their back on you. They're going to double cross you to the point that you feel stupid that you're dumb enough to trust them. And you need to be fully aware that there are people out there, they're not going to change for who they are because they feel like it somehow satisfies them. In that they like, I don't understand the mentality of some people, but I know for a fact there are just too many adults that don't want to change who they are because they feel like it suits them as a person. And it's either getting people to feel sorry for them, or it's a sign of weakness. They feel like they can't open up to things because even if they try to open up, they feel like people are gonna like judge them, call them a wuss, like depict them on how like weak they are because they admit to something that a lot of people would be ashamed of, and it's just because they don't want to bring shame to their name. But either way, it's like it's still making you look a lot worse by not holding yourself accountable. And I said this before though, like there's just people who don't want to accept reality and just continue going down that same path where it's making them dig even deeper rather than helping them go up. Alright, let's go on with this video.
50th time already. You said this is a new chapter in your life. And here you are feeding right back into this kind of stuff. She's not going to listen to you, bro. You all the way in Ohio, she's all the way in Australia. You can't control a woman like that, bro. I don't know why you even want to be friends with somebody like that from Australia anyway, especially a woman from Australia. Them Australian chicks don't like us Americans. They can't even stand our asses. They already think they're better than us. So I don't know what in the world made you want to get in a relationship with a woman that lives all the way in Australia. Them Australian chicks are stuck up down there, man. They are. They think they're better than us. And she's sitting there playing you for a fool. I mean, you made a video about her a few days ago saying that, you know, she used you and, you know, all that type of stuff. She probably did use you. But you should have never built it up to I mean, come on, bro. You knew she was an OnlyFans. Why you even consider to build a serious relationship with someone like that anyway? You even call her babe. Cyraxx, you're not ready for a relationship with a woman, dog. Cause I mean, look at your head, bro.
Exactly. I'm glad he brought up the scap suit. Like, I just don't understand. And I'm not trying to sound evil or anything or conniving, but what makes people like EDP and Cyraxx think that there are women out there that want to get with them, especially if they refuse to improve themselves, they can't take care of themselves, they have a terrible personality, bad hygiene, they're very unattractive. Doesn't matter if you're overweight or skinny, but you can tell I mentioned about their rotten teeth, their hair. Cyraxx looks just as bad as EDP because although you don't see EDP having scabs, we noticed that with Cyraxx. But I just don't understand what goes on in their brain when they think there are women, a lot of women out there that would be willing. They'd be nice, but does not mean they want to get into it with them, because they know there's something off with that type of guy. It's best to believe, because it's better to be with a normal guy, regardless whether he might be a little out of shape. But if there's something like bad about you, whether it be your hygiene, for like example, I have Cyraxx, you're morbidly obese like EDP, I can assure you guys, if you have those type of traits, there's no way you're gonna attract any woman. So I don't know where they're getting that idea. Like, I don't know where they got that idea from, that somebody out there is willing to put up with them and even try to build a relationship with these two. Absolutely no way, you guys. On top of that, they're creeps. So that's even more reason never to be with these guys ever. And they still believe they have a chance, but little did they know, no female wants them, and that's just the reality of it. Like, they just gotta accept it. But they're just too narcissistic and delusional and naive not to even realize it. Because in their own world, they feel like the more they try, they feel like that's somehow they're gonna find that happy ending. But they should never be able to, like, ever accomplish that. They should never even be able to gain that opportunity. So either way, let's continue.
Look at all those shits on your head, dog. Ain't no woman gonna be with a guy like you. Do you honestly think a woman want to be with a guy like you with all that stuff on your head like that, man? I mean, look at your head, man. I wouldn't want to be with no woman. Let me tell you something. If I was in a relationship with a woman on the internet and I saw her had all that red stuff on her head, whatever it is, like it's her skin peeling off, I would not want her around my children, because I don't want whatever disease that she might have come over my house and give it to me and my children. And that right there in your head, dog, you should go to the hospital and get that taken care of, man. But you ain't trying to get yourself taken care of. I mean, bro, you skinny and you bony, bro. You can't even protect her on the internet, bro. If you can't protect her through the internet, bro, if she don't want to listen to you through the internet, what makes you think she's gonna listen to you in real life, bro? Because I can see right now, if you had the money to go to Australia, Cyraxx, if you had the money to go to Australia, you wouldn't last a week. You wouldn't last a week. She's an OnlyFans, bro. If she's taking pictures and sending to these other guys, you're gonna have a problem with that. And let me tell you this, when you have a problem with that, she's gonna end up kicking your butt out, and then where you gonna go? Where you gonna go then? Because you're stranded. You're all the way in Australia, and now you're stranded. So you're really just wasting your time. You can't tell her when she's not allowed to post. Babe, you don't post no more naked pictures on OnlyFans. You think she's gonna listen to you? Especially when she knows she's making good money off that shit, she ain't gonna listen to you. That's probably why she's single. That's probably why she's single, bro. Because ain't no man gonna deal with a woman that's on OnlyFans. Because I know I wouldn't want to deal with a woman that's on OnlyFans. She taking pictures and making herself as an internet prostitute. I said, no, girl, you got to go. You got to go. You got to go, because you're making me look bad. You know, you're saying you're supposed to represent me, and I'm supposed to represent you. And here are being an OnlyFans model, and I got people in my family or my friends out in the streets telling me that, yo, Jug, man, I see that your woman on OnlyFans, man, she's posting up naked pictures. She what? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me that. Hey,
And that's one thing I do want to bring up. You know how embarrassing it is if your family members were to find out you're dating OnlyFans? People these days have no shame, you guys. No shame. Trust me, and trust and believe, you guys, I would never go through with that, because I would have been a complete disgrace, and it would make me look bad, and then my family would look down. I mean, they're going to be wondering, what were you thinking? It's better to find yourself a decent looking woman, as well as one who has self-respect. Because I can assure you, OnlyFans do not have self-respect for themselves, because they don't understand the pressure and the shame they're putting around their their circle. Again, I'm talking about the family. They're understanding what they're making go through, and then they're going to be judged as well, and they have no choice but to face the ridicule. But for the OnlyFans, even if they ridiculed, they just look the other way and think that I'm going to be criticized, so I can take it, but I've still got people support me regardless whether the matter, my family doesn't care, but your family eventually will approach you about it and will do whatever they can. I'm talking about family members who have common sense. I feel like there are family members out there that will actually go out there and just let you know what's up. They're either gonna, and they have no choice but to actually put the pressure on you and say that you can't continue doing this because it's gonna affect me as well, and they don't care whether it affects them. Because imagine you have people making fun of you, harassing you because you have someone in your family that's going out doing this type of nonsense, prostituting themselves on the internet. So it's going to affect those people going out in public who are basically related to that person. So I wouldn't want. I can live with that. I can go with that either. But at the same time, the responsibility comes from the individual, not the group. Unless the group somehow pressured her or basically made her do it somehow, and I don't want to assume that. But if they were involved in a way that has to do with OnlyFans, then they deserve the criticism and being ridiculed as well, because they are part of the problem too.
Pack your shit up and get out of my house. Get out. Either shut down that OnlyFans page, shut it down, or get out of my house. You make your choice. What? You don't want to shut down your account? Okay, bye. Get out. Or if I'm staying with her, I'll leave myself. I'll pack my shit up and I'll get the hell on out my damn self. But you was a sucker, Cyraxx. You was the biggest sucker on the internet. I keep telling you, ain't no woman gonna mess with you, bro. You look horrible, man. You're like 32 or 33 years old, man. You look horrible for a man that age. You don't even look your age, bro. Go to the hospital, bro. Get checked up. Eat some proteins or eat some peanut butter or something. You know, grow some meat. Grow some meat on your body, bro. You know, go to the gym and try to work out a little bit, man. Sitting up in the house 24/7. Ain't got a job. Ain't got nothing. I mean, yeah, you on EBT, but you ain't got no job, man. Like, you a loser, bro. You a loser. You don't even have a car at your age. I mean, you should have your own car by now, bro. You can't even have a car. You don't even have a money, dog. You a loser. If your grandmother passed away, bro, you was done, bro. You was done.
One thing I do want to say, my opinion, Stu made up a good point. I don't know whether he's under EI, employment insurance, or ODSP, but if it is proven that Cyraxx has a mental disorder, he has a disability, chances are he can literally make money. And I'm not trying to support him or guarantee his like financial state, but if it is proven he has some sort of mental disorder, he could be able to live off the taxes of other people that they make, and the government can pay him. But from what I understand, he did believe, Cyraxx in his own mind believes there's nothing wrong with him, that he doesn't have a disability, but by claiming that he basically forfeited his rights to ODSP. So Cyraxx pretty much declined his opportunity to actually make some income if he just like admitted his disorder. If he truly does have one, which it seems like, he could have that easy opportunity to actually make money would literally, and still be living with his grandmother every single month, you guys, and just sit on the couch. And I'm not trying to advocate that, but he took away the opportunity because he didn't want to accept anything. because he felt that was going to hold him back. But even with whatever is holding you back can also guarantee your livelihood. So he took away the opportunity. He wouldn't have probably made that much, but he would have been making money every single month.
You're going to be out on the streets. You better be counting your blessings that your mother or your grandmother that you're staying with now, whoever she is towards you, you better be counting your blessings, bro, that woman's not dead. Because when that woman died, bro, you is fucked. You's fucked, bro. Because now is a good time, Cyraxx, to try to get your life together, man. Now is a good time to try to get your life together, man. Because once that woman died, you're going. Because her boyfriend, your stepdad that's staying with you, he already done said it. If it was up to him, he would done been put your ass out. He even said it to the police. He said if it was up to him, he said he would have been put you out of that house. All that drama that you bring to the house, he said he would have been put you out. So if that woman go, he's gonna put you out, bro. He ain't gonna put up with your shit. He already let it be known. If it was up to him, he would have put your ass out in the damn streets. And of course he's gonna do it because he ain't related to you, so he doesn't give a damn about you. He already let it be known. He don't give a fuck about you. He's only being nice to you because of your grandmother. That's the only reason why that's the only reason why he's putting up with you. But if that woman dies, Cyraxx, you screwed, bro. You screwed. And you would not make it out on that street. You better go to the shelter somewhere or whatever. Go to some kind of program and get help. But you better kiss everything that you got in your room or whatever you got in your room. You better kiss your laptop, your Xbox, whatever you got in your room. You better kiss all that goodbye, bro, once your grandmother passed away. Because you was fucked, bro. Because you ain't working. You don't have no source of income coming in to help pay the rent and everything like that. You screwed, bro. Unless she left you on her insurance money. Unless she left you off her will when she dies. You know, all the insurance money go to you. But other than that, bro, I don't really see anything else happening. But yeah, man, it is what it is, Cyraxx. You crying over this woman, you apologizing to your long distant girlfriend. Why don't you just move on and get a life, Cyraxx? Move on and get a life, bro.
This video is, although there's like 5 minutes left, you guys. I feel like you can continue watching on My Opinions 333's channel. I'll most likely provide the link. But I feel like we're already going too long with this. I don't think there's really a reason whether you want to see the rest of the 5 minutes. It feels like My Opinions 333 could be repeating everything that he said. You might have forgotten. But I do want to add that after this video, I'm not talking about my video, but the video that Cyraxx posted, I do know for a fact that he flashed himself on Marty's stream. Can't say when exactly, if it was more recent. It was probably this month. It was most likely this month, obviously, but he literally flashed his junk on his stream, hoping to get hoping to get back at Marty. So clearly it goes to show that Cyraxx has not changed and that he is not willing to. He just doesn't have the capacity to understand the repercussions of how he will be punished if he continues doing what he's doing, and so on and so forth. That he can never be redeemed and still a plague on the internet, just like EDP. And still, you gotta, either way, the internet needs to keep their eye on him, and him being on it will be an issue, and that it needs to be dealt with soon. But overall, I feel like I said enough for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.